Morning, day 7. Beautiful night's sleep last night. Woke up to the birds this morning having a drink and playing in the river. Packed all my stuff up and I'm going to head out further on down the tracks and make my way to Kings Canyon today.
When I walk into the kitchen, you saw the look on my face, you saw the look on my heart to get out of this place. I seen something I've never seen before. When you put on the pineapple, we couldn't be friends anymore. Pineapple toasted, go on pizza. It's a fruit and you know that. Pineapple toasted, go on pizza. They just don't belong.
This looks like a good spot for brekkie. It's looking a bit stormy up this way. I hope there's no rain coming in, because I've got a few walks and stuff I need to do today. Another good little campsite here. This one's marked on Wikicamps as Red Rock Waterhole. No water in it at the moment, but it's fairly low down there, so I could see how it would fill up with not much rain. But yeah, a couple of fire pits scattered around. A few people have been camping here. Oh, there is a little bit of water in here. Not much though. There's been some stock that have been using this waterhole to drink because there's big, I think they're cow pats everywhere. All down there, heaps of them. It's a good thing about camping anywhere near these waterholes, you're going to see heaps of animal life and bird life. Been a bit of water on this track. I'm not driving through that. I can actually see, I don't know if you can see, but there's a car, a full drive in the middle of it, stuck with all the doors open. I don't know if they've abandoned their car or what. There's a bypass track. I'm definitely taking the bypass track, but I'm not walking through that mud to check on these people. I'll stick the drone up and I'll see if there's anyone in the car. I suspect they've probably abandoned the car anyway. They've probably been there for a while, because there's no, I can't see fresh tracks coming in. So it's probably just an old wreck, but I'll stick the drone up just in case.
So
The track ends before you can get in because of a big rock fall. It's a bit of a dud. Well, I've stuffed up there. Kings Canyon, there's a rim walk that takes 3 or 4 hours, but you're not allowed to start it after 9 AM. And then there's another shorter rim walk on the south side of the wall that's only 2 hours, but you have to leave before 11 AM. Now, I knew this, but I was planning, because I'm not quite on my itinerary anymore. I'm kind of winging it at the moment. So I was just gonna come here and do the walk through the bottom into the actual gorge, so that you get like a view of all the rock gorge walls around you. I didn't realise that they had a rock fall some time ago, and half that walk, pretty much the end of it where you actually get to see anything, has been shut off for construction. So I just went out there and did a kilometre loop, and then didn't even really see anything. So my options, it's only like 1 PM, my options are find somewhere to camp and wait till tomorrow, or just skip it and come back and do it next time. And I'm sort of leaning towards that. I'm thinking I might push on, find a camp near Uluru so I can do the rock in the morning, and I might even I'll do that, because I'll probably even catch the sunset on the rock this afternoon. So my mind's made up, that's what I'll do. That was a bit of a bummer though, because I've heard that's a really good walk. Oh well. 330 k's to Uluru. So $25 for entry to the park, and I believe that includes the Olgas as well. So I'll probably I'll have a look at the rock now, and then I'll go to the sunset viewing thing and see if I can fight the hordes to get a spot to watch sunset over the rock. And then I'll probably be looking for someone to camp in the dark, unfortunately, but I can't see this at sunset and find camp before sunset. So anyway, let's have a look at this rock. Just waiting for the sunset now. While I'm waiting, I'll download some footage so I don't have to do it tonight. And I've got a beef roast in the oven and some cauliflower cheese. But yeah, shouldn't be long, sun will be setting. Another hour or so. A couple of beers into me while I wait. And then film this and then find a camp. I was really impressed by that rock. I've got to be honest with you. I've always just sort of thought, it's a rock, but it is enormous, and it just juts out of the earth, and there's nothing else around other than the Olgas. But yeah, it's spectacular. And the sunset viewing, again, I never thought I'd do something like that. It's not really my thing, but yeah, brilliant, really good. Flip side is now I've got to find a camp at night, which is not ideal, but I've got one plotted 50 minutes away. Whoop, my high beams are on. 50 minutes away, and there's a roast cooking in the oven, so I'm just going to throw the swag out, probably stick the awning out so I don't wake up covered in condensation, and tuck into my roast and get a good night's sleep. I'm undecided on whether I'm going to climb the rock tomorrow. I don't know. It's so much bigger than I thought it was, and the climb just looks so sketchy. People were sliding down on their bums because it was too steep to walk, and that's with a handrail. Yeah, way steeper than I thought it was. There we are, 5 minutes. Camp set up, fire's going. We'll get dinner out the oven in a sec. I'm camped 150 k's from the West Australian border, but I'm going to backtrack tomorrow back into Yulara to get some fuel. Maybe climb Uluru, not sure, and I've still got to do the Olgas. So I'll probably be here again tomorrow night, but I'll still pack up just in case I push on and get straight onto the Great Central. Who knows? Anyway, dinner time. I've got to get some amber lights. So bad. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Morning, day 8. I chickened out on climbing Uluru, slept on it, and I just decided it's not worth doing because I'm not going to enjoy it. It's too steep for me. I'll be shitting myself climbing that. So instead, with the sunrise, I've come out to the Olgas. I set up, had coffee and breakfast while I watched the sun come up. And then I've started the Valley of the Winds walk. I got out here before the crowds. No one else out here yet, and this is meant to be a good walk, 2.5 hours up to the lookout, 5Ks or something like that. These flies, it's like having a swarm of angry bees following you everywhere you go. Holy dooly. Was the Olgas. That was a good walk into Yulara now, which is a little township inside this national park. I'll get some fuel and then I'll be heading towards the WA border and onto the Great Central and heading home. I'm thinking I'll just do one stop on the way, set up around dusk tonight, and then off at first light tomorrow and just push till I get home. So I'll probably get home sometime tomorrow night. $2.15 for diesel, $250 to fill my tank. That's been the most expensive so far. I've kept all my receipts, so at the end of the video I'll do a bit of a tally of what fuels cost me, most expensive tank, cheapest tank, how many Ks, blah blah blah, all that stuff, because I know some of you are into that, and those of you that aren't, skip it. Heading out of Yulara now. This place is nuts. It's like camel tours, Segway tours, bloody helicopter rides. There's apartments, resorts, restaurants. It's pretty full on. And there's just like busload after busload of people coming in. Not really my cup of tea, but interesting. Need 2 permits to do this road. One for the Northern Territory side we're in now, and then another one for the WA side. Both of them available online. Both of them were free. They just want details of when you're travelling through, how many people, what vehicle, blah 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 blah. I've done a couple thousand Ks of dirt, and I've seen probably 20 cars broken down or rolled or crashed or shredded multiple tyres, and they're stuck on the side of the road. All the common thing is they've all been 2-wheel drive vehicles. You don't need full drive as in the front diff and all the rest of that to drive these tracks, but full drives are built tougher to handle more rugged conditions like these kind of outback roads, the corrugations and the washouts and the wombat holes and all the rest of it. The full drives have thicker chassis, they've got a better designed suspension, they've got bigger bore shock absorbers, so they've got more oil in them, so they can handle more of that. Bugger. Oh well, change that. Right, that's my pit stop done. I'm fueled, tyres changed. Just spotted a thorny devil on the road. First one I've seen on this trip. He's in the middle of the road, so I'll move him, otherwise I'd leave him be. Someone will run him over. Cool looking things, eh? He's not happy about being picked up, but it's better than being run over. There you go, little fella. How cool, eh? Beautiful things. There's a camel up here on the left. I didn't think I'd have a chance of seeing one this far west now. I thought my chances were gone. He's not going to let me get anywhere near him, which is fair enough. I'll leave him be. How cool is that? Whew. Camel on the Great Central Highway. Check! This is where you need a tele lens, but you just can't have it all. Maybe when I start earning some money from YouTube ads, I'll spend it on some better camera gear. So subscribe. And I've only got about 50k till I hit bitumen. I'm not ready to set up camp yet, so I want to push to get on the bitumen before it's dark. Bitumen. I'm like scanning non-stop for camels now. I'm like, I want more! I'm like a camel junkie. Day 10. Good morning. So I drove to about 10:30 last night, and then I pulled up, had a quick kip, and I'm back on the road as soon as the sun came up. I've just pulled over because I can see two wild horses just on the side of the road, just out of Leonora. Beautiful. Let's have a look. They're not too shy by the looks of it. Hello, girls. Hello. Hello, girl. Here you go, beautiful. Oh, a bit skittish. Aren't you pretty? Yeah, I don't know, there's no properties around here, none of this is fenced. It's not a station or anything like that, it's just, these are just mining camps and shit around here, so I just hope they don't wander onto the road. Oh well, back on the road, about 9 hours from home. I really pushed last night because I just want to get home and see my girls. So let's get into it. So that's it, guys, that's a wrap. That was 6,912 kilometres. Had an absolute ball.
I was missing wife and daughter by the end of the trip, which is probably why I shot home a little earlier than I had to. But all in all, didn't feel like the trip was rushed. I didn't really want to be back by 3 o'clock every arvo, twiddling my thumbs in front of the fire anyway, so I maximised every day to get back by sort of sundown, just to have dinner, sit around the fire with a couple of beers and then get some kip. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the trip. Overall, I used 1,046 litres of diesel for a total cost of $1,945, which equates to about 15 litres per 100 from the D-Max, which is not too bad when you consider that over a third of the trip, over 2,500 Ks, was four-wheel drive tax or off-road, so pretty good. I only spent $40 on accommodation. The most I paid was $15 in one spot, and of the 8 nights I was away, only 4 of them were paid campsites, the rest was free camps. Planning to try route and camps all on that Wikicamps app. That was really good. The car performed really well, as I expected. The only issues I had were with accessories. The King spotlights couldn't handle the corrugations. The circuit board inside, one of them has actually failed. There's no continuity on the plug when I stick my multimeter on there. The brackets are broken and one of them got cracked. The coaxial cable between my antenna and UHF unit has also broken. My fault, because I've run the cable between the body and the bull bar. So the body moving on the body mounts has obviously sheared the cable. I've repaired it with a connector, but I'm still not getting the range I used to get, so that needs replacing. And then finally, the wing mirrors. I was hooning up a dune somewhere along the Googs Track, and I've hit a tree or something on the side and I've cracked the mirror, so I won't bother replacing that yet. Maybe later if I smash the entire mirror, but it's not too bad.
Bugger.
So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the comments and thumbs up along the way. I hope you enjoyed. I put a bit more effort into this video than other ones I have, so I hope that sort of showed and paid off. If you're a new subscriber and you don't know what my channel is all about, or if you're thinking about subscribing, do it, because our ultimate goal is next year, Tiff, Chloe and I are going to be driving around Australia in the D-Max, towing the forward fold camper trailer. And I want to document and film the entire thing, releasing videos like this trip series for the whole trip around Australia. So that's the plan. If you're interested in that, yeah, hit subscribe or stay subscribed, and I hope you enjoy the content. Cheers, guys.